Behind the success, of course, is a hard-working finance department. And friends, when you take a look at this department, what do you see?
Well, I'll tell you what, Simon, I've looked at some film in this group, and this group is impressive. You see a group of people on film working together, working hard to achieve goals, focused on what they're doing. I mean, the more film I see on this group, the more impressed I am. This is a quality program.
And a quality program gives results. But who exactly is in the finance department of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida?
Well, you know, Simon, you and I went on a location, and we wanted to meet the faces behind this financial juggernaut. We'll let them introduce themselves now.
Cindy Staten.
My name is Bill Coates.
Bonnie Anzeldua.
I'm John Kennett.
Hi, I'm Deanna McDonald.
Randy Falk.
Carol Bescrip.
My name is Linda Lamb.
Cheryl Fleming.
Janice White.
Sarah Williams.
My name is Chris Dorr.
So you've met some of the people now, but what about experience? How do they stack up in that department? Well, again, we'll let them tell you.
And how long have you been at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida?
34 years.
Florida?
I've been here 29 years. And I've been here 30.
And how long have you worked at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida?
October 9th will be 30 years.
Gosh, a long time. Probably about approximately 20 years.
25 years.
25 years? Started working when you were about 6?
Thank you for the flattery.
I've been at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida for almost 3 years.
14 years.
Blue Cross, 24 years.
24 years. Wow, that's a lot of experience. That's more experience than Grandma Clemens has making up that fried chicken.
Sure, there's a lot of faces. I bet they work in a lot of places.
Yeah, and Simon, can you give us a quick rundown of that lineup?
Sure thing. Take a look at this loaded lineup here. On offense, you got accounting, you got corporate payables, and you got a veteran team of reconciliation. On defense, finance reporting, and that investments group we've heard so much about for years. Special teams, banking, you just don't top that.
That's a solid lineup, no doubt about that. Let's go to film. And what department are you guys in?
Bank Reconciliation Department.
That's what everybody is?
In strategic facility.
Vice President of Banking and Investments and Chief Investment Officer.
I work for corporate planning, that's within the finance group.
And if you weren't in this department, what department would you want to work in?
Well, I've been born and raised a tax person, so there's no other department I would want to work in. Other than tax, that's it.
Okay, and if you could be in any department besides the one you work in, what department would you want to work for?
Actuarial.
Actuarial.
And what department do you work in?
Actuarial.
And if you could pick any department to be in and you couldn't be an actuarial, what department would you work for?
IT. No, kidding. Actuarial.
And if you couldn't be an actuarial, what department would you pick?
Actuarial.
And if you were not in group underwriting, what department would you want to be in?
The Northern GBU sales.
And if you could work in any department besides,
PRA,
Then
I'd
you'd want-
retire.
you wouldn't want to work as an
It's the
actuarial?
only place to be. PRA. I'd do like Debbie said, I would retire. All right.
See, I'm
I
asked
love
this in questions.
underwriting. I just want to be in underwriting. That's it.
That's your life.
This is it.
And
Well, I'd rather be playing golf. I wouldn't work in this department, quite frankly.
and if you were not working in this department,
Uh-huh.
but had to work at Blue Cross Blue Shield, where would you want to work?
Where?
Human resources.
You just had to pick someplace else to work?
What I've always said I'd like to do, and I don't know if I want this on film or not, I'd like to do what I do about 3 days a week, and I'd like to be on the maintenance crew the other couple of days, out mowing the grass or something where I could
Something
just get
outside.
out and do something outdoors.
And if you weren't working here in this department, where would you want to work?
Anywhere in the company.
Anywhere in the company would just be
Anywhere in the
great.
company, yeah.
And if you had to work in another department besides financial reporting, what department would you want to work for?
Airmark.
Aramark? Well, speaking of future Aramark employees,
We had our man Zach Smith go on location and put together this special piece for you. Think you're going to like it.
Hi, I'm Zach Smith. You might remember me from such instructional videos as Ooh, That's Bad Experience, Underwriting Made Easy, or Accounting. You say GAAP, I say FUN. Today we're here with young Benny Burnett. And Benny, you had a question, didn't you?
I hear your kids on the playground talking about insurance rates all the time. I was just too embarrassed to ask. Where do insurance rates come from?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Benny. Insurance rates like rainbows and EIP bonuses come from a happy, magical place known as Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida.
Wow, can I go to Blue Cross Blue Shield
course not, Benny. You don't have a badge. But you, follow me and I'll show you where insurance rates really do come from. Oh, hello there again. Let's go find Benny and get started with our tour. You see, Benny, it all starts right here with an idea. The fine folks in product management sit around all day thinking of great ideas for insurance coverage people need.
Wow, that sounds like hard work, is it?
No, silly, they're not in finance. The real work begins when actuarial, PRA, and underwriting get involved. Benny, it's here in actuarial, using careful analysis and state-of-the-art techniques that the rates are calculated. Next, we'll go to a place where the rates are put into motion.
Wow, that sounds like a magical place.
You're right, a magical place we call PRA. It's here in PRA where the rates are entered into our computer system. So when the rates are wrong, these are the people we blame. And finally, in underwriting, our underwriters make sure that each and every customer goes home happy with their own little bundle of insurance rate joy.
Gee, Mr. Smith, can I have my own insurance rate?
You betcha, Benny. You can start paying premiums anytime you like. So to summarize, Benny, you take a little bit of actuarial, a pinch of PRA, and a smidge of underwriting, mix them all together, and voila, you have your insurance rate.
Gee, that sounds like a recipe for fun.
It sure is, Benny. It sure is.
Thanks, Benny. That kid sure is a diaper dandy.
And thank you, Zach. We'll see you down in the cafeteria. And speaking about food, what kinds of food fuel the financial motor here at Blue Cross Blue Shield?
And what's your favorite cafeteria food?
You know, it's funny. I enjoy the cafeteria.
Yeah,
I'd say the cobbler.
Gosh, it would have to be the tuna on wheat.
And what's your favorite food down in the cafeteria?
I think cabbage.
It has to be the cabbage.
Sometimes they make some good cabbage. It's not all the time, but sometimes.
I like the Sundays that they have on Friday. Those are pretty good.
And
banana splits, actually, that they have on Friday.
The steaks, the grilled steak sandwich. It's delicious.
Oh my, that's a tough question. The fish.
Cafeteria food.
Liver with onions.
Liver and onions.
Liver and onions.
It's the second one of those we've gotten. Like
Actually, I'm kidding on that. I didn't realize you got, I would have to say the chicken Caesar salad.
Favorite cafeteria? There is no such thing.
Work. We all have to do it. Some of us get to enjoy it. What's your favorite thing about working here at Finance Center, Simon? Challenges of the workday, rewards of a job well done, the great business leaders you've gotten to meet.
Finance Center groupies.
Well, speaking of people who really enjoy their jobs, we were back on Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida's campus.
We asked the fine folks down there just what it is they love about their jobs.
And what's your favorite thing about Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida?
The environment, the team environment. Honestly, the team environment.
Atmosphere.
So it's there's always a new challenge, a new opportunity to improve things.
I think my favorite thing about the company is the people here and the challenges. There's not been a dull moment in the 12 years that I've been here.
The people, love them. They're great people.
And what's every one of you guys' favorite thing about Blue Cross Blue Shield and working at Blue Cross Blue Shield?
Vacation. I think cabbage.
It has to be the cabbage.
Sometimes they make some good cabbage.
And what's your favorite thing about Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida?
Simon and Andrew France.
Wow.
And what is your favorite thing about Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida?
Y'all.
Y'all being?
My actuaries.
Well, it's two things really. It's the people that we work with, and it's the mission of the company, which is we're more than just a business. We have a social mission as well.
The thing I really like about Blue Cross is the collaborative spirit here. I've worked for other companies, and I don't get the sense of collaboration that we do at this company, and that's one thing that I've really liked about Blue Cross.
That it's a company that thinks very highly of their employees. It's a dominant company in the state of Florida. and good benefits, good working conditions. I just thoroughly enjoy working for Blue Cross.
And what's your favorite thing about working in Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida?
A lot of it has been the people I get to work with. It's an excellent company that's very well positioned in the marketplace. We're performing very well. But what's motivational is getting to come to work every day with a great group of people that I get to work with.
No Finance Center?
Where's the love?
We'll be right back. But first, a quick word from Actuarial.
Actuarial work is precise and exacting in its very nature. Every rate, every calculation, every number you get from us is derived from time-honed actuarial practices. That's why they call it actuarial science. 8 more PPO. And you said third quarter? All right, let me punch that in and see what I come up with. Looks like we're running about 25%. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.
Yeah, Mike, you've got a good point there. It would make good sense to reflect current claim inventories in the HOI reserves. Let me do a quick calculation. It's a bit hazy. Ask again later.
Hang on just a second. One of my analysts is here.
Mr. Kaufman, here's the drink you requested from Mr. Doerr's special cash on the 8th floor.
Thank you. A little more ice next time. But,
oh, I'm sorry,
you.
sir. We'll do better next time.
For your trouble. Thank you.
So what's the impact?
I'd say about 3%.
Okay, let's give him a 3.01625. You know, always give him 3 decimal places.
Oh, that way they'll think it actually came from somewhere. That's a good idea.
We screwed something up again.
They told me to get the updated figure from Floyd. We can try, but he's been like this for months.
What updated figure are you talking about?
I'm afraid we don't have any data on that. And you know I can't do anything without good data. Sorry about that. Okay, bye. I think sometimes that people just don't appreciate what we do up here.
Franz, when I take a look at this finance department, I'm thinking 1927 Yankees, 58 Colts, or the 96 Gators. I mean, we're talking the cream of the crop here.
I don't think you can discuss the greatest teams of all time without discussing this finance department.
And who better to wrap up than the department itself as they share some final words of wisdom.
One thing to say to everybody in finance.
I enjoy working with you, great bunch of people, and keep up the good work.
Glad to work with you.
Love my job.
And you tell us one thing that you'd want to say to everybody in finance area.
We need a raise.
I love you all, and thanks for being my friends.
That's great.
Well, I just think the company's got a lot of outstanding results this year, particularly our financial results, and we should all be very proud of what we've been able to accomplish.
I'd say thank you to the finance group. I think that we've got a wonderful group of individuals who work very hard. They're very talented people who come in every day and really want to do a good job. And I really want to express my appreciation and gratitude for the hard work, efforts, and great results that we have been having as a finance area over the years.
Thanks for a great year.
To all my friends in finance, I would say keep up the great work. We've made a difference, and it's been a wonderful year working with you. I look forward to the future.
I'd have to say thanks to all of you for your dedication and for your contribution to the great year that we're having, and keep up the great work.
Thanks, guys. And by the way, Chris Doerr, cooler than the other side of the pillow.
That's all we've got for you this time. We'll see you next time. I'm Simon Hill.
I'm Andrew Franz.
Hope you've enjoyed
Finance Center.